Hey, what's up, Dillie gang? I'm Dillio. You're watching the Dillio T2K channel, also the Remaker T2K channel. And welcome back. I know it's been a while. There's a lot that's gone on. I'll do another video for that. But in this video right here, I'm going to start off the next season of remakes with the first and only major placement I have, not the last. And this is my first major placement. And this was a placement with Krazie Bone. It's a very special track to me because it represents my first placement track. And I just want to show you how I made the beat and how I remember making the beat. So a little bit of background on that. This track was from the Krazie Bone Gemini Good vs. Evil album. And this song was called Put It On Y'all. I think it was the third track on the album. You could check out Wikipedia and you will see Dillio there. I'm that Dillio. And I am very happy that I got a placement on that album. That was my first major placement. And the funny thing about this is that I'm on MPC right now. That's the platform I'm on. I'm on the MPC Live, in case you're wondering what I'm using. And back then, I was on my Reason phase. And I think I had Reason 3 at the time. And I made the beat on that. But thankfully, I didn't lose all of my sounds. There's some sounds I did lose and some sounds I didn't. But some of the main sounds I still have. So these are the exact sounds from the major released album. And I can remember seeing my name on the cover in the CD at like a major record store. So it was the biggest. It was just mind-blowing. Of course, we're in a different era where it's not about CDs in the stores anymore. But it was just a really cool experience. So enough talking about that. And oh yeah, I got to tell you guys, I got presets for sale at DillioT2K.com. And in December, I'm going to be releasing a 90s R&B chords loop pack. December. So I just want you guys to know about that. All right. Now that we got that out the way. Oops, wrong sound. So I'm just going to start with the beat. It's a four measure beat. And I got some sounds. It was just really simple because at the time I programmed it in the redrum, and in the redrum on Reason, you had to, there's a certain steps you had to do to make it go from 16 steps to 32 steps. And I think I just kept it in 16 because it was just a really straight groove. So I'm going to put that down first. So 5, 6, 7, 85 BPM. And we're quantizing automatically at 16 notes. Actually, I'm going to switch over to the screen so you guys can see it. So there's a shaker there that's time stretch. So 1, 2. So I got to make sure that's triggering. So let's do that. Let's put that down. Let's overdub. And here we go. And then a hi-hat. The shaker sample wasn't the sample I remember using, and the hi-hat is one of my original samples that I sampled from somewhere, and so it's not the exact sound, but it would have took me a long time to find the exact sound. So we got that. So now we're going to add some of the string sounds. So this is a string sound I found. I remember where I got it, but I'm not going to tell you guys. You may be able to hear it and tell, but it's a secret. It's a secret, and but it was a really cool string sounds. You know, back then, you know, we didn't have Splice and all these other platforms and loop library and this whole ecosphere of loops that you can buy online. So back then, you really had to get creative on where you found your sounds. And so I found a location, I found a source that had some cool sounds, and I used it, and I brought it in here. So now we got the strings here. So now just add that to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so it was a dope, aggressive string. It was cut kind of Timberlandish. And then I actually reversed the sample and added some more of the right here. right there. And we put it on, y'all. Don't be no more, won't think no more. It was a hard song. The way that the Bone Thugs were flowing on this was just a dream come true. And then I had a sample or orchestra hit that I found. And I actually used some of these samples in my current beats. Some of my own sounds, and 2, 3, 4, and boom, yeah. And we put it on, yo. So then I created a Dillie bass. So I had Dillie bass before I had the Dillie bass plugin. I made my own Dillie bass before that, and I think I used the Maelstrom. I didn't use the subtractor in Reason, but I think I was using the Maelstrom. But I've since then created the Dillie bass preset, and this is a preset for Massive. It's called Dillie bass, and it's from my Khemikals Season 1 library. And in that library, I got about maybe 60, 80, almost maybe 100 presets on there. That's on my website. And I've used them in all kinds of tracks, and I'm going to use it here. Drop it down to the F sharp. And just add in there. 1, 2. If you got subs, you're going to hear it. There's the bass line right there. And I did that. I remember doing this beat on like, it was like my first personal computer I ever got. I got it right after high school, after an open house. Open houses, people donate funds to you, and I actually invested it in my first computer. And I don't remember the specs of that computer, but this was the time when CDR2 was a thing. Okay, and the processor probably was like an AMD or something. I don't think it was a Pentium, because Pentiums were more expensive back then. And so I think I had an AMD something. And I had a CDR burn it, and whatever I had, it had the capability. I might have acquired another computer since then, but I'm not quite 100% sure. But I did, have Reason 3 on there. And that was cool because Reason at the time, it was like you had the installation DVD, and then you had the orchestra DVD, and then you had the drum sounds DVD. And lots of fun working with that program. And I actually have a whole story. I'm going to link that in the video on how that came to be to get that placement. And, I definitely still would like to meet Krazie Bone one day to thank him, because I have not. And the music industry is like that. So with that being said, I'm going to play it for y'all. And that's the beat. So if you want to confirm this, you can go to Spotify and look up Krazie Bone, Gemini Good versus Evil, and check this out. It is my beat that I made for them, and it got placed. It was my first major placement, and I plan to get more. And if you're somebody out there that can help me get major placements, hit my email up. I know, hey, if you can do it, if you know some people, hit me up on the email. Let's see if we can work. All right, with that being said, this is the tutorial. Make sure you check out that preset, Dillie bass. It's on my Khemikals preset library. And I have a lot of loops on there, vocal loops, all kinds of cool stuff at DillioTTK.com. And definitely hit the subscribe button, like, all that good stuff. And let me know what you'd like to see on here. I'm going to try out some tutorials, probably some music videos. I'm looking to try it out, A/B and test, because it's almost like I'm starting from scratch on this channel. But I'm not. It's kind of like both. It's like quantum physics, superposition, if you know anything about that. All right. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out. Dillie gang.
Dillio on the track.